Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is the tarot reading, all about manifesting, all about you. It is very serious tarot reading. It's not the fluff and stuff that you get on almost every other tarot reading. Because they're there to get you to sign on. They're there to get you to subscribe or like or whatever. I am here to pass along information. Information that is useful to you potentially right now. And I do it in a way that is clear, concise, so by the end of the reading you're not confused. There's not a whole bunch of converging energies and you just don't know which way to go. One of my big complaints about tarot readers and about astrology readers, by the way, I've done tarot for over 20 years, I've done astrology for over 50. Astrology is the science of cycles. Tarot is the science of potential. There's nothing magical about them, except the magic of the human spirit. But it's not a work of the devil. It's not this, like astrology. You know about cycles. Okay? We know when, here in the United States, Labor Day is coming up. We know when Thanksgiving is coming up. We know when Christmas is coming up. Is that predicting or is that knowing cycles? Same thing with tarot. I'll read the energy for you. If it connects with you at all, then you take that energy and you run with it. Most people it will not connect with. Just too many people out there, too many choices. Everybody on this planet, we have almost 8 billion people. Everybody is like a part of a big jigsaw puzzle. Together we create the picture of humanity. But we're a bunch of individuals struggling to try to fit together. And so if I get, let's say out of 100, make it a real simple number, out of 100 people I were to get 10%, maybe 20%. Find something resonating in the reading, that's excellent, that's great. Because that's about the way it works. If you think you go to an astrology thing here on the internet and you go, oh, well, they're talking about Capricorns, oh, they're talking about Aries, they're talking about Aquarius, they're talking about... It doesn't fit you more often than not. And one of the complications with astrology, and I love it, it's great for so many things, and there's a science to it. I'm not going to get into it right now, but there is absolute science to it. The neat thing about astrology is the fact that you can encapsulate things, but there are so many parts and pieces. There are the planets that are moving, the angles that are changing, the wheel, the house structure is changing. I mean, there's so many. I have never found anybody yet who could take an astrological reading and boil it down into a couple of key ideas. By the time you're done with the reading, there's so many things coming at you from so many different directions, you don't know which end is up. Same thing, by the way, with tarot. Now, I only do a 5-card spread. I keep it simple. I keep it clear. But this energy will not apply to everyone. So, what people do, I do not distract you. Just see the 5 cards. There's no animation. There's no me, no nothing. Just the 5 cards. Close your eyes, meditate. I'm here to inspire. Let's begin. Middle card. It's the Oracle card. And this one is regeneration. I love this card. Because, in fact, we are going, as a species, as humanity as a species, we are going through a regeneration process right now. Still too early to tell how it will turn out. My general view of humanity is that we tend to be myopic, we tend to be cowardly, and we tend to be lazy. Everybody. And so because of that, I don't always feel optimistic about the future. But that's why I do this reading. I want you to pay attention to the energies. If it doesn't work today, it'll work tomorrow, next week, next month. Eventually it will, the reading and the energy, the frequencies will catch up with you. And that's when you really motivate yourself. You really stick it into gear and go, like Al. Until then, pick up whatever gems you can. This is a process. This is not an event. People love events because you only have to do it one time. I only got to do it one time. I got to vote one time. I got to do this one time. Life is not like that. Life is constantly changing, constantly evolving. You have to adapt. That's life. And so these one-time only deals are bullshit. Life doesn't work that way. But of course I said we were lazy along with myopic and cowards, so it fits right in. Hey, I only have to do it once. It's like term limits here in the United States. Well, if you limit the term, then we don't have to worry about them. Well, yes, you do. Because if they're going to be crooked, most of them are, most politicians are, all you have to do is ask Mark Twain. Politicians are like diapers. They need to be changed often and for the same reason. Still fits today. If you think you can do this one-time thing for a politician and you're done, that's why we're in the trouble that we're in. So we're trying to regenerate out of literally nothing. And in fact, the meme today fits in perfectly well with what I've just said. The meme is short, but it's powerful. Nobody is safe in a world of indifference. And really, that's what we live in, a world of indifference. Now, we're being poked, we're being prodded. Some people are standing up. But the majority of people are sitting on their hands. They're not doing a damn thing. It's too much work. I'm afraid. Well, what you're doing is guaranteeing that you're going to get sucked up, chewed up, and spit out. That's what you're ensuring. Nobody is safe in a world of indifference. Regeneration means building out of nothing, and that's what it would appear like. By the way, the number up in the right-hand corner, 46. 4 is stability. 6 is the beginning of manifesting, and you put 4 and 6 together, that is a 1 or 10. But you get rid of the 0. So it is beginning. Tap into that power of regeneration. Build out of what appears to be nothing. Let's go all the way to the left. We got the 3 of Wands. Whenever I do these readings, these are not your typical tarot readings if you haven't figured it out by now. I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm going to keep it real simple. 3 of Wands has nothing to do with a third party in any way whatsoever. The 3 cards, whether they're cups, whether they're pentacles, wands, or swords, always have to do with your mind, your body, and your spirit. That's the Trinity in a human being. And with the 3 of Wands, you see this guy looking out to the horizon. It's sunny, it's bright, it's beautiful. And he's made his choice. The fact that he has 2 wands behind him, 2s always mean decision, and he's holding the 3rd. I am going for an optimistic future. I am going to participate. I'm not just going to sit in the stands and watch the world go by. I am going to regenerate my life as best I can. I'm going to build out of nothing. Because right now, we're at the 4 of Cups. Many tarot readers go, oh, well, cups, that means love. And no. When it comes to manifesting, cups mean something we're emotionally attached to. It can be good, it can be bad, but we're emotionally attached, maybe even addicted. Could be a memory, could be a person, could be an idea. It doesn't make any difference. And the 4 of Cups said, you ain't connected to anything. Nothing. And because it's in reverse, you are just really admitting that in some area you are leading an empty life. A part of you needs to be regenerated. But just like these 4 of Cups, you got to do it out of nothing. You got to build out of nothing. That's daunting. That's daunting. We got the next card. Here's the antidote. In reverse, my favorite card in the tarot deck is the Fool. It's not because he's dumb. It's not because he's stupid. It's not because he's lazy. It's because he has faith. He has left behind all the material distractions, all the lies, Basically all the bullshit that he's been fed his entire life, leaving him behind. He's just carrying a knapsack, and he's looking, he sees the comet. He is looking out into the future. Out of nothing, he's going to regenerate his life. Now, because it's in reverse, you are thinking that way right now, although you're not ready to take that voyage. But you're thinking about, could I possibly create a miracle for myself in my life? Yes, you can. That's the whole point here. Regeneration. Out of nothing, you can remake a part of your life, all of your life, whatever you choose. And the final card is the Magician. This is realizing that dream. You have power, you have purpose, you have determination. You're committed to regenerate your life, in part or all of it, to build out of nothing. Right now, you look around you, there's not a damn thing around you. You got nothing. You're like that Four of Cups. But the fact of the matter is that the theme here is regeneration. And the big difference maker is you. Go back to the meme. Nobody is safe in a world of indifference. You going to continue to be numb, comfortably numb, as Pink Floyd says? You going to continue that? Oh, well, just give me my food and let me watch TV and everything's okay. Periodically, I can buy a new pair of shoes, I buy a car, I can just play with these toys. But it never changes your life. You can regenerate out of nothing, but you can't be indifferent. That's the tarot reading for today. Back again tomorrow with another. Between now and the next time we get together, peace and blessings.